AWR Hawkins, Breitbart News, man. What a great day with Jack Wilson, Texas church hero. You remember him, December 29th, 2019. We've talked to him before. He was there to defend that congregation. He used a SIG handgun. What'd you say, a 45-foot shot?
46 foot, yes.
46-foot shot. And after we posted that video, I got so many people that would ask, is there a longer video? Is there more to the interview? And I said, I'll get back with Jack. And so that's what I'm doing. And Jack and I are both fans of Sig Sauer. And we're looking today, I'm going to show yours. We're looking at the Sig Sauer AXG. And this is how it ships, open sight, all right? But there is also the option of adding the Romeo sight to the top of it so that you have a red dot. And a lot of people ask the difference between shooting open sight, shooting red dot. Jack and I were actually both at a camp in New Hampshire shooting red dot together. And I can tell you, to have him talk about this would be very good. So Jack, why don't you explain, like, if people are looking at these two options, what do they get, open sight versus red dot or vice versa?
Open sight is what I've always grown up, and that's what I grew up shooting. And, that's why I'm comfortable. When we got to, the Legion camp in August, and we were handed the M17 with the red dot on it, it took a while for me to get my mind wrapped around that, not to focus on the front sight, which is what I've always done, what I've always taught, and just focus on the wherever the red dot is. And, for the first hour, that was where I wrestled with, not because of the gun, of just what was going on in my head of trying to focus on the front sight rather than just following the red dot, because it doesn't matter what angle the gun is in, wherever that red dot is where the round's going to go. And so once I got my head wrapped around that, it was quite easy to make the transition and start using the red dot. But still kind of old school, I guess, but I like the iron sights, although I've thoroughly enjoyed, shooting the red dot.
Right. That's awesome. That point you made there, that's a very important point on these Romeo sights. Wherever that red dot is, when you come in here and look, wherever that red dot is, that's where your round's going. And that's just something that you get acclimated to as you practice with it. And this can make a good shooter great. This sight can. And so that's just something important to remember when you're looking at a handgun, regardless of the brand. If you have a handgun that will accept a red dot on top, it's something great to think about. And I carry this with red dot for self-defense. So this is not just for target shooting. I carry it this way in a Bravo concealment holster for self-defense. So this is part of defending your life.
And the guns all come already drilled and tapped and cut to mount the red dot on it. This is one of the things about the 320s that are available is you can actually shoot iron sights as it comes out of the box, or you can mount the Romeo on it and then carry it that way. And most of the holsters today will accept the gun with the Romeo sights on them.
Right on. Well, we're going to go out to the range and Jack's going to show me how to shoot, and I can't wait.
All right.
Jack and I are out here shooting, and he said something that's really important. You said you teach your students a set of words. I think you said consistency, accuracy, speed. Is that the order? Is that what you teach?
That is the order, because if you first off is get consistency out of the shooter, and then once we get consistency where they're hitting, regardless of where they're hitting versus what they're supposed to be hitting, get the consistency, and then we figure out what to do to move, to get the accuracy, and then the speed comes last. That's what I teach my students is you don't do, if you do it any other way, it's not going to work real well. Consistency, then accuracy, then speed, and that was how you develop a good shooter.
I'm just going to take a guess. You've had more experience than me, but I'm going to guess that most people their gut drive is to do speed, accuracy, consistency. Complete opposite of what you said.
Well, it basically is speed, and and then accuracy and consistency. That's how they try to, the first time shooters and the ones that have been, well, I'd say I've been shooting all my life. That's what we see. And what I teach them is if you do the consistency, then accuracy, then speed, then everything works out and it'll all come together.
Right. Consistency, accuracy, speed. Jack Wilson, Texas Church Hero.